and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to have a special treat for everybody. Today we're going to start a small mini-series on about Skyrim, with the Legacy of the Dragonborn mod and the museum. So, we are going to be the curator, giving a tour of the Dragonborn Gallery. So just follow along and enjoy what you see. And if you like what you see here, follow me here on Twitch as MCP Subnautica, and also subscribe to Game with Bookworm on YouTube. And drop a comment and a like down in the areas over there. So, without further ado, let's start. So the Dragonborn Gallery was formerly a temple dedicated to Talos, here in Solitude, until after the White Gold Concordat was signed 20 years ago, and the worship of Talos was outlawed, especially here in Skyrim, which is not a very good thing for the people here. But anyway, me and the curator Orion, we had took it and turned it into a museum for the Adventures of the Dragonborn. And so now we're going to go in and look at the first few rooms here, the Hall of Heroes and the reception area. So this is the main area of the main hall, the Hall of Heroes, which has a lot of displays of different enchanted weapons, and quite a bit of collecting for the Dragonborn during his travels. But anyway, we have the Aegis Bane right here in this one display, the Chrysamere from Castle Dower, the Ice Blade of the Monarch, and the Scepter of the Catria, that the explorer that died while exploring one of the Dreamer ruins. Her spirit let us have it. And then the Honor Blade of Curl from Cyrodiil. We are missing one item here, which is currently unable to be recovered. And then, so that's that display. And over here is the entire collection of the armor and weapons of Isgamor that founded the first capital of Skyrim and became the High King of Skyrim during his time. And here's his armor and the shield and his weapon, Wolfwrath, which is the prized weapon of the companions, which the Dragonborn became a member and eventually became the harbinger of the companions. But the Hall of Heroes is a very beautiful section of the museum, which is the pride and joy of everything that the Dragonborn has done. Over here we have another set of weapons that only one item was unable to be recovered. But we have the honed ancient Nord Great Sword of Scorching. I cannot remember the name of the axe. But we also have the Steel Battle Axe of Fiery Souls, Cyrus's Saber from a previous time and era, and the Sixth House Bellhammer. We'll go into the main hall in a little bit, but over here we also have the Bipolar Blade, the Debaser, the Mace of Avar Stonesinger, the Ghost Blade, the Bloodskull Blade from Solstheim, and also the Dragon's Bane from the time that the Dragonborn was working with the Blades, fighting against Alduin. And then we also have the Iliadon's Ward Shield, which is very beautiful. And then over here we have the different, very unique armors. The armor of the Death Brand pirates from Solstheim, that's made out of Stalrim. The Blood Scythe and the Soulrender swords of the pirate captain. And then also we have the armor of the old gods from the Forsworn that the Dragonborn helped and double backstabbed them in the back, quite literally, when he was escaping Sindaman with Madanok and got the armor, and then he killed him right before going out the door and was rewarded by the Silverblood family for doing that. And then we have the Dragonbone Cuirass armor from Solstheim, and now the Lord's Mail that came from General Tullius. And then another set of displays we have is the True Flame. Hold on. Oh, Hope Fire and True Flame, and the Sword of Harkon, the vampire lord that was destroyed by the Dragonborn, working with the companions. I'm sorry, not the companions, the Dawn Guard, to take down the vampire threat here in Skyrim. And then the Champion's Cudgel, Warhammer from Solstheim. And then Chilrin, which is a unique glass sword that is blue, a blue blade, that was recovered from the House of Mercer Frey in Riften. That was formerly the Thieves Guild Guildmaster. And now the Dragonborn is now running the Thieves Guild in a much more honorable way than it was being run. And the Troll's Bane weapon to take out trolls. And now we're going to go over to one of the best pieces of collection, is the Dragon Priest collection of the Dragon Priest mask, of the ones that served the dragons during the early times of history and all, when dragons roamed the skies of Skyrim and beyond. We have all the different claws of their puzzle claws that help open those doors to their tombs. And then we have all the masks, which I'm going to attempt to call off their names. Otar, Volkun, Ragdod, Volsong, Moroga, Hanorak, Nakreed. Sometimes it's a mouthful trying to say these words. Valak, Zakrosis, Azadel, Dukan, and no name here, but just a wooden mask, and the mask for Mirak, the first Dragonborn that served the dragons and betrayed them, and was eventually taken in by Hermaeus Mora and was kept in his realm of oblivion. And there's a few masks that wasn't able to be retrieved by the Dragonborn, but anyway, that is a pretty impressive collection, I would say. The Mask of the Dragon Priest are strange artifacts created by the dragons in the Merithic era. The highest ranking priest of the Dragon Cult were granted magical masks that defy the laws of time and possess powerful enchantments. The individual masks are made with varying materials and each bears the same name as the dragon priest that possessed it. The names are in the dragon language and can be translated. 17 masks are known to exist. So, that is the best display right there of all of the adventures of the Dragonborn through the tombs and ruins of Skyrim. Next up, we got the Pale Blade. We got the Bolas Oath Blade, one of the blades. One of the members of the Blades and everything that was running for the Thalmor. Froggy's Bow. You got the Red Eagle's Bane, the legendary Red Eagle. And Windshear. And now this, one of the most impressive armor sets here is the Knights of the Nine armor that made their way up into Skyrim after the Oblivion Crisis 200 years before. So, anyway, and these were retrieved by the Dragonborn, and they were very proud to have that collection here in the museum. Next up, we have Grimsilver, a replica of it from a woman there in Wifton that the Dragonborn helped to recover her sword from a Drimmer ruin. Cleaver is Saint Felms, Thornblade, Skull Crusher, Gravedigger, and Stendar's Hammer. And no one cannot hurry lift that thing up without feel like they're about to just fall to the ground and not able to get up. And the Targe of the Blooded Shield. And now, this display section has the Briarheart Geas from the Forsworn, Bow of the Hunt, Stormfang, and Horksbane from Solstheim, from Horker Island. And now, we're going to come to the next set of displays that is from the different, that represents the different tombs of the Nords and all. This one is the Galadar Black Bow, Staff of Uric Galderson from Labyrinthium, Galador Black's Blade, and the Galadar Amulet that was eventually restored to its former glory, being reforged by that the Dragonborn was able to do. And then we have the enchanted rings from Starthal that the Dragonborn helped the College of Winterhold acquire, and the Starthal Amulet. And then over here is the armor of Azadale from Solstheim, one of the Dragon Priests. And so, and over here, the final display on the bottom floor is the Dwarven Black Bow of Fate, Oaken, Edige, Herbane's Courage, Companion's Battle Axe, and Dawnfang. Well, yeah, Dawnfang, or Duskfang. And Herbane's Fortress. And so that makes up all the bottom floor. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and go into the reception area and show you what's over here. So during the travels of the Dragonborn, and also that had helped recover a lot of this. Also had a lot of help from Orient and the Explorer Society, and they was able to recreate a lot of different artifacts from the snow elves, or which would have that had eventually became the farmer dwelling in the Dribble ruins of Skyrim and beyond. And then also there is some Drimmer artifacts from different parts of Skyrim and from Morrowind that was recreated. And then over here is some of the displays from the Nordic tombs here in Skyrim, which is very amazing to look at. I mean, the ancient history that is still able to be preserved to this day. So, anyway, now we're gonna go over to the upper floor. Right here is the pride and joy of the Dragonborn. Replicas of some of the most ancient and most powerful artifacts ever, the Elder Scrolls. Here is the first one that the Dragonborn had to acquire from a Dribble ruin in his quest to stop Alduin from destroying the world. The Dragon Scroll. And then the other two are the Blood Elder Scroll and the Sun Elder Scroll that was combined with the Dragon Scroll to stop Harkon from destroying the sun and reigning supreme over everybody. But and here's here's a very impressive set of daggers. Now that was all the different things that the Dragonborn collected during his travels. Nettlebane, which was used to help try to restore the Eldergleam tree in Right One. The Fang of Highness, I can't pronounce the word, so anyway, everybody can see the display for that. The Blade of Sacrifice from Boetia's Strahd, which was one of those questionable things that Dragonborn had to gain that dangerous trust. Kalzava's Fang. Valder's Lucky Dagger. Necromancer's Dagger. The Blade of Woe that Astrid of the Dark Brotherhood had, that the Dragonborn eventually became the head over the Dark Brotherhood, which was unfortunate. Bloodthorn. Lundy's Dagger. And last but not least, the Dagger of Sabekas. Best way to pronounce it, at least. And so we come over here to the different stabs in this area. We have the Hermer's Ice Staff, the Staff of Hasdolski, Hanorek's Staff, which was a Dragon Priest, and another Dragon Priest Staff, which is a very impressive collection in itself. And so here comes the part where the Dragonborn joined the College of Winterhold and helped them out until it reached the point of becoming the Archmage of Winterhold. And so he had found the Shadowdoor Stone, the Staff of Magnus, and this here is a representation of the Eye of Magnus that the Sigic Order helped recover and take into their dimension, and the Archmage's robes that the Archmage decided to donate, and he still has a set in his own closet at the college. Over here is the other set of oh, excuse me. Over here we have sealed staff, Hallador's staff, staff of Hag's Wrath from one of the Hag Ravens, which is nasty little critters. Eye of Malka, and the Gendor's staff of Charming. And that is a very impressive collection of staffs. So over here is the next section. Gorbash's ancestral axe, which unfortunately was attained in a not so legal way, but was paid for. Bloodsbane, Stormbrand, Wintergale, and the Ash Rock Battle Axe and the Ash Rock War Axe that the Ashbond would carry in Solstheim. So over here, we didn't quite complete this collection, but we have some of the weapons of the lunar steel sword, iron mace, and iron war axe. And there's more to actually be put down that fills in the rest of that. So anyway, moving on to this session, which is not that much, unfortunately. We have one of the Draenheart swords from Labyrinthian, from the Draugr that carried those. And we have the Dawnguard Runehammer that can put out pretty powerful runes on the ground that can take out enemies real fast. And here's a replica of the Dawnguard Rune Shield. And so that is that collection so far. And over here we have all the gloves and boots of different enemies that was collected. We have Morven's boots from Morven's lair. Boots of blinding speed, which just about blinds you if you try to run in them. The boots of the apostle. Predator's grace. Iron hand gauntlets. The mystic tuning gloves. Gloves of the Puglist. Gilded waist guards. Tumblebane gloves. Hands of the Atronach. The Forge Master's fingers. And Running Man's Folly. So anyway, we got that. And now here's an impressive collection of all types of jewelry. Of all the different amulets, necklaces, from different places that the Dragonborn visited and collected while exploring. And the main road here has all the amulets of all the divines, which is very impressive to see. And then all the rings that he had collected. And then over here we have all the different helmets that of different things, from the jagged recreation of the jagged crown, helm of Orion Bearclaw, and the jagged crown for anyone that's not from Skyrim is the crown that the High King will be crowned with when they are coronated as the High King of Skyrim. We got the helmet of Bolno, the Bloodworm helmet. We got the Mage's Circlet. We got the Helm of Engel. We got the Circle of Water Breathing. The Ancient Helmet of the Unburned. And a Ghost Helmet. A few that is missing. Still on the process of finding them. And finally, in this section, is the what the Dragonborn came to find the Amulet of Kings, was given a piece of the Amulet of Kings and everything, and had to go through a thing to find all the pieces and to have them reforged. And they was reforged by Akatosh, and but not redoing the covenant after Martin set them 200 years ago. Gave his life saving Tamriel from the jaws of oblivion. And so you got all the different artifacts. The Shield of Rimmon Cyrodiil, Threads of Wolfwrath, Helmet of Tiber Septum, and Quadnorin's Grasp, and all the different ancient tongue weapons, the sword, the great sword, the battle axe, bow, dagger, everything. And all that Dragonborn had to make was the armor, Amorius. And so that is the end of the Hall of Heroes, which is very impressive, in my opinion. And so we will take a quick look at the hallways. This is the culture and art of all the different things that the Dragonborn encountered during his travels. The Farmer and their different structures. The Forsword. And the Hagravens. The weaklings of Solstheim. And so, anyway, a special tour of one of our rooms, which is the office. Mm-hmm. Also, where the Dragonborn did a lot of his crafting of the items that we just showed. And over here would be the crafting station for the for archaeology research. So now, last place we're gonna go is the library, which is Orion's favorite place, and which is my favorite place too. So let's go.
Need something?
No, I don't. Thank you. No. So, this is the gallery library, which in my opinion is the best place in the whole museum. So we're going to start from left to right and proceed forward like that. So this is almost the whole collection of all three sets of the 36 lessons of Vivek. And couldn't find any of the books up there, but we found some of the books to King Edward, volumes 1 through 12, and almost all the city guides to the different places. A Tale of Kieran, all 4 volumes, and some of the ancient tales of the Dreamer. And then over here is all the complete set of the 7 fights of the Aldaga. I think that's how you say it. Vex teaching, all 7 volumes. Wasn't able to find many of the books of the Lusty Argonian made historical society, but we found one. Words of the River, 1 volume so far. Lord Vivek's sword beating with Cyrus the Restless. Almost all of them, just 1 book missing. 5 out of 7 of the Zhao Yellow letters. Tiber set the sword meeting with Cyrus the Restless. 6 volumes. And then some of these rare books that the Dragonborn found of the Dreamer. To find out more about the Snow Elves. Herbane's Bestiaries books. Farmer collection that the Dragonborn collected in trying to retrieve Oriel's bow. No books here so far. The Book of Circles, Volume 1 and 3, plus the preface. Close that door. And then we got all the songs of Pelennor, the Brief History of the Empire collection. All of 2920 books except a couple. The Poison Song, all 7 books. The Wolf Queen, which was a very dangerous High Queen of Skyrim at the time, but has been taken care of both in life and after she died. After 500 years later, she tried to come back for the dead. Rising Threat, all 4 volumes about the Dalmor. Song of the Return. Dreamer Inquiries, all 3 volumes. Fae Falcon, all 3. Some of the history of Raven Rock from Soulstone. A couple books missing from the Dance and Fire collection. Argonian account. And the real Baranzaya Unabridged. And finally over here, these last 2 shelves. The Black Arrow. Unless the Argonian Maid. Red Year. Drawers. Courage Letters. Bone Books. Mystery of Talera. Paula. And Mystery of Talera. Anyway, but you can take a look and see what you like, and you can rent these books from the library. Just be sure to bring them back and get one piece, because there's not that many copies of these books left. So, we'll save this section for last. So, anyway, up here is quite a collection. Not completely finished, but it's still being worked on. And you can just take a look to see what all is here. These was meticulously picked up during the Dragonborn's travels and during his excursions into tombs and all sorts of stuff. Some things were purchased. And this is the St. Jeb's opus that the Dragonborn was able to retrieve for helping someone in the Skyrim during his time trying to stop Harkon. And then over here on the wall above the fireplace is the Dragonstone that was retrieved from the barrel above Riverwood during the Dragonborn's time in finding out about Alderwood and all. And more books. And the quill examination that the Dragonborn found and recreated it. They had to help Maven Brightbriar in Riften. And then the final section here So that's that part of this. And over here is a wall displays for different treasure maps that the Dragonborn found. Some of them hasn't been found yet, but these are the ones that was found. And the map of the burial mounds of dragons. And there's a few more up here on the second floor. Like right here and here. Almost had all of them, but not all of them yet. So anyway, one last place to look is just the paintings in this hallway. These are the paintings that the Dragonborn collected. It was purchased or collected from different exploring the different places all over Skyrim. And very impressive collection of paintings. And we will at least conclude the tour of the museum for now. We will come back, but anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the collection that the Dragonborn has collected over the his journeys, and just come back again to the gallery and all, and just take a stroll through history. So anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. And so now that concludes my first video of the tour of the Legacy of the Dragonborn Museum. And if you like what you see here, please follow me here on Twitch as NCP Subnautica, and also subscribe to Game with Bookworm and hit the like buttons and comment and hit the bell notification for more content. So y'all have a wonderful day.